From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Back at the bar, back at Tommy Max. We're talking sports once again, sports performance, covering sports, all in a nice little bow right for you here on The Horse's Mouth. Let's welcome in the panel. Marcel Robinson is back. How are you, my man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Got a big day planned ahead tonight. What's the biggest sports story tonight? Do we have one?
Sports. Jags are trying to find new players. Soccer team's building new facilities. So we're building up. That's the story.
The Armada just getting approved for their facility, huh?
Just got approved.
Stadium.
Yep.
Was that like 40,000 feet or 20,000? What's around?
We're going to talk about it later.
Okay. All right. Well, great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
How you doing, Derrick? Welcome back.
Fantastic.
What's happening, man?
Everything and everything.
Coaching
Lamar,
all those Paxton football teams
every day.
The girls that are kicking butt out there.
Every single day.
Yeah. So you're going to go back overseas and play more ball.
Yes.
All right.
Absolutely.
Are you training right now?
Yeah, every day.
Are you?
With the girls.
Yeah. Yeah, you're running with them?
Oh, running after them. They're fast.
They are
very fast. But
They can't catch you, though.
Oh, they try. They try so much.
Some can.
One
I was
can,
enamored by anybody that can run. I mean, when I see a little kid take off, I'm like, oh, that kid can run.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah.
It's like effortless, So fun to watch. Absolutely. So you got to keep on top of that with the girls and everything.
Oh, yeah.
How about game plan? You guys game plan a lot in that? In the flag?
Top to bottom.
Really?
Everything is strategy in flag because, there's no pure aggression or tackle and there's rules around that contact. So it's like it's all about positioning. It's all about, the play calling and, man, top to bottom, the staff I'm with. Yeah.
It's all about angles.
We're here with
I always feel like in flag, as long as you grab the flag, little bumps, okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Does the refs feel the same way or no?
Oh, we've had.
You play flag. Do they allow that or no?
I mean, I get hit every time I play flag.
Yeah, it gets vicious.
In it.
It gets vicious.
I mean, we'll just call it bumping, but it's definitely tackling.
Yeah.
You get hit.
You know what's funny? When I first saw soccer practice, like high school soccer, and it was girls, I didn't realize they banged each other that physical. It is.
Oh, full contact.
Absolutely. All right, Nick O'Brien's here from Jacksonville University. How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing today?
You're all about in sports performance, huh? Is that your background, strength and conditioning?
I've been doing that for over a decade now. So
have you really?
7 universities. I got to Jacksonville about a year and a half ago, so enjoying it so far.
Where have you been prior to JU?
Fresno State, Georgetown, American, Salisbury University, Loyola, Maryland, and I'm probably San Diego State.
Oh,
that's
right.
my last one.
Man, that's the life of a coach, right?
That's about right. Yeah.
And you just came off deployment. Did you say that before?
6 months of active duty, so I just got commissioned in the U.S. Army.
Well, thank you so much for your service. All right, what's the, as far as sports performance, is there an overall, hey, you got to do this? What would you say there is? Or is it too complex to even say that?
In a nutshell, it depends. Yeah. It's a hard answer to give, but I think at least for the college level, it's a big part of what changes it from high school. So strength training is super important, but there's a big balance between what goes on between academics, social life, and then obviously like what they're doing on the field or ice or whatever their sport is.
Yeah.
So
it's more functional training today, isn't it? Like back when I grew up, it was benching, squatting, what can you military press, can you jump rope, that kind of stuff. But it seems to be more functional type training. Is that true? Would you agree with that?
I think some people tend to drift that way. I like to blend it all together because you're not going to have a barbell on your back. You're not going to be doing those sort of things when you're on the lacrosse field or you're on the soccer field, whatever it is. So there needs to be some functional side to it for sure, but they're going to get a lot of that from their sport. So I try to make sure I complement that in the weight room.
I always felt like just make everything strong, from your calves to your shoulders to your neck, forearms, your grip, whatever. Be more, flexible, whatever the case may be. It's a constant job. I mean, you gotta stay on top of it.
No doubt. It's a battle to try to keep them around all year, obviously with college.
Stay healthy.
It's a 4-year plan, 5-year plan for some of them too, to make sure they can, if they want to play at the next level, or if this is their last kind of hoorah at playing, make the most of it and keep them healthy.
No doubt, keeping them healthy is huge. Let me ask you this: as far as the one lift I can't stand seeing online is when they squat and they sit on the ball or the box with all this weight. I'm like, that can't be good for your spine. Like, I used to squat a lot, right? You'd stop and come back up, but now you almost sit there Is it an explosive thing, like to be able to? I don't know. Do you do that or what's?
Yeah,
I see that a lot.
I think a lot of people do it differently. We use it, and obviously, like for a dynamic effort at work too, to try to be explosive. But you'll see some people that kind of slam or spend a lot of time on there.
Yeah,
we try to avoid that. We try to keep it as static
controlled
and stiff as possible.
Yep.
And then actually use that more as a depth gauge or kind of a reminder that this is where you're supposed to end the movement and then initiate the next one.
Speaking of sports stories, JU, pretty good story this year,
huh? Yeah, they got a pretty good program over there.
The
lacrosse team doing pretty well.
Lacrosse team's
beat Duke, one perennial powerhouses in lacrosse.
Huge.
So that was a good
one. What do you do with the lacrosse players? Do anything different with them on trainer? Do you treat all the athletes kind of the same?
No, every sport's a little bit different. Obviously, working with the coaches really well. Trying to blend everything together, and they have a mind for what lacrosse is, and I try to stick to what I can do in the weight room and find a way to blend it. But now with the different teams, they all have different kind of attitudes. There's a different dynamic to every sport, so you try to make sure that kind of comes out with them, and I'm not putting everything from me into there.
I don't think UNF and JU get enough credit locally. I mean, maybe locally they do, but they're two really good programs, man. Overall.
I would say so. It's definitely more of a local feel for sure.
Yeah. All right, real quick, and then we'll wrap it up. What's the biggest obstacle for you in your profession? What do you got to overcome the most? Entitled kids or what? I said it. You do. Come in thinking that what those.
I won't put it on the kids. I would say I think for the career, it's just trying to find a balance. It's a hard one because you want to give everything you have into the athletes and everything that you didn't have, especially. And it's just the hours and the demand is difficult to try to balance it out. But no, the kids are good for the most part.
Yeah,
I can call them kids now. So
absolutely,
for the most part, they're good.
That's great, Derrick. How about you, man? With everything you're doing, what's your biggest obstacle?
My biggest obstacle is reminding myself that I work way too hard, and sometimes it's okay to have fun, take a break, go see some people, go some different places, and just enjoy life because you can work.
Balance.
You can work, but
same kind of balance.
Play too. Yep.
Yeah. Same for you. What do you say, Mark?
Same. I mean, basically a combination of what we just said. Just that balance between from a professional standpoint. Because we have so many sports, so many teams, so many players around, just trying to figure out. Make sure we get fair coverage for everyone, and then just like Derrick just said, just balancing it itself. Having TeeVee, running a separate side business, and having a family at home, just kind of figuring all that out and staying sane.
I know. Businessman, dad, husband,
all of those.
Friend, community, the whole thing. The horse's mouth. It's so hard, isn't it, on this show? So difficult. Thanks for being here, guys. Absolutely. Really appreciate you. All the best to everyone. All right. If you like these kind of conversations, you can check out more at iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on the horse's mouth. Cheers.